What's up, everybody? So, today's video request: why being rich in today's society is basically nearly impossible due to inflation. So, without further ado, let's get on into the topic. Thank you. We're just suckers, man. I always say this a million times, and it's the truth. We're just suckers. We spend all our time working, and working to make barely enough pay. Or whatever pay you make, it all goes on the bills. It's like you're not working to get richer. You're just working to try to maintain, if you could even call it that. You're just trying to make enough to survive, because you literally got to keep spending. Instead of saving your money, letting it grow, you're just making it to throw it away. You're throwing it away on bills, you're throwing it away on food, you're throwing it away just in general. You need money for every little thing. Gas for the car, unless you have an electric car. But I mean, well, then don't you got to pay, you got to go to those places unless you have it in your house to charge, but still then you're paying electric bills. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't win. You're paying no matter what. There's always overhead. It's just, you work to barely make a living. There's people working more than one job just to try to make decent amount of money to try and survive. It's like, we're not getting rich in any way, form. We're just trying to make a living. Some people can't even do that. It's a big struggle. And then with inflation going on and all this stupid expenses just being more expensive than ever before, it just makes it even 10 times harder. And it's just so fucking pathetic, if you ask me. It's like when you get a paycheck, you don't know whether to be hype or just, it's like a tease at the same time, because all that money you make, now it's all got to go on bills. Mortgage, rent, whatever, just whatever you got to pay for. It's always going down the drain on something. This is why there's a lot of people that don't, can't do a lot in life. They just stay home and do nothing, and they're bored, because just to get out of the house to do something, you need fucking money. And it's to the point where even if you sit in a house or apartment and do nothing, you still need money, because you got to have the electric, you got to have, if people watch TV, cable, whatever the hell, which I know cable is like a thing of the past now. A lot of people use Roku, if I'm saying that right, if that's what it's called, Roku, Fire Stick, shit like that. They have these other things. Well, plus smart TVs itself, they go on Netflix on it and shit. But still, you're still paying bills. Not saying for the TV in every way. Well, Netflix, yeah, you got to pay for that. But, you're paying for electric, you're paying for the water. I mean, it's just, you just can never win in life. You could just never win. It's like you weren't here to win. You were just here to suffer. That's how I look at it as. There's just no winning here. You're just wasting away doing what you can't stand to do, but you have no choice, because you got to try to make ends meet. And at the end of the day, what meat are you really getting in return? All that meat you made, it's going down the drain on something. Some kind of bill, some kind of fee. Some kind of fee just came in the mail. Whatever fee it is, it's a fee. Now you got to pay up. Taxes come around. It's all fucking bullshit, bro. It's all just a gimmick. It's all just a scam. That's why I feel life is just a big scam. They tax what you make. You make, let's say, $1,500 a week or whatever. You're really maybe getting, I don't know how much less you'll be getting, maybe $1,800 or whatever the hell. They tax everything you make, and at the end of the year, you got to pay taxes on how. If you make a certain limit of money, if you make a little over this, you're paying taxes. It's like, it's just all a fucking scam. It's all a scheme, and it's like people are just so stupid to see this. Or it's like they just don't acknowledge it. I don't know. I don't know what the hell goes through people's minds. It's like you could just never win. Even if you make lots of money, at the end of the year, you're getting taxed on shit. It's like I say to myself every day, what the fuck is this shit, man? Where the hell am I? I'm very confused. I kid you not, I'm extremely confused of what I was brought into. I don't think I'll ever fully understand what I was brought into, because it's just crazy. You know, instead of trying to make money, save up on things, you know, you want to maybe get a nice car or whatever you want to try and get, just whatever in general. No. The majority of that money you're making is always going on bills. That's just something that just won't ever stop. You know, it's not like it's just something, all right, I got to pay it one time and that's it, I got it over with. It just keeps coming and coming over and over and over again. You know, if it was at least something that I just got to pay one time, get it over with, all right, it's annoying, but at least now I got that headache out of the way. Now I can start saving some money to buy what I really want. But no, it's not like that. You just literally just got to keep doing the cycle over and over and over. You got to keep paying this bill 100 times, 100, you know. And it's just something that happens until you die, man. It's like, well, if someone else can help you, if you have like a family, a parent, whoever that can maybe help. But other than that, it's all on us. It's all on you. It's not something that you just do one time and it's out of it's just, it keeps going and going and going and going. It's like the world keeps spinning and spinning. Well, the same thing with the stupid bills. They just keep coming and coming and coming. They just don't fucking stop. That's why it's very important you keep working and working and working. You got to keep, you know, you got to keep ahead. You got to try to keep ahead of the bills. Because if not, you're going to drown on the bills, under the bills. You're going to be trying to grasp for air because the bills are all piled up on top of you. Even when you're working, it feels like that. And then when you're not working, it feels even worse, 10 times worse. It's like there's just no winning. There's just, you're darn if you do, you're darn if you don't. It's like, what do I do at this point? That's how I feel. We just don't ever get a break. The only time we're ever going to get that break is when we die. It's the honest truth. That's the only time we're at peace. That's why I always say, why would you want to bring another life into this just to deal with the same bullshit we're dealing with? Bad enough we got to deal with it, but the smartest thing we can do is just say, you know what, it is what it is. I'm not bringing another living thing here. When I die, I die. It's over with, and there won't be another, you know, won't be me procreating another life into this dump. But that's the thing, we're just stupid. We just keep bringing more and more, and we keep feeding the system. We're getting the system rich. You know, the government's the ones making the money. They always cry they're broke. No, we're the ones that are broke. How, I always say this, they create money. They have these machines that create the fucking money and bullshit, the paper shit, whatever you call it. How are they broke? We're the ones that are struggling, not the government. The government always cry they're struggling. They're the creators of this shit. How are they struggling? How? We're the ones that are struggling. We're the ones trying to make ends meet. Some people are luckier than others, I will say. You know, some people make good money. A lot of people are just trying to make ends meet. I'm just trying to make ends meet. I ain't rich. You know, I'm not rich. I wish I was rich. It would make my life a little easier, but it's just hard. How do you make it in today's life? You know, how do you make it when you're working and you're just pissing it away on fucking fees? That's all you're doing. You're making money and you're pissing it all away on fees. Instead of trying to save some of it, you know, getting things you want to do. Maybe let's say you want to move to an apartment, a house, or you want a nice car, or just any type of car that could just get you to A to B. It's just hard to do anything in today's life because everything's so fucking expensive. It's like I say, why even bother working? But then when you don't work, it's like you just suffer either way. This reminds me of a video I made years back saying you're twisted by the balls either way, and it's so fucking true. From that day to now, it still stands out. It's always going to stand out, the truth. You're just screwed either way, man. It's like, what do I do? What the hell do I do at this point? Either way, I'm just screwed. Of course, I'm even more screwed if I don't work, but I'm still pretty screwed if I am working because I'm doing something I can't stand. I make a pay, and the majority of it's going on bills. I barely have enough left, if even anything left, to do what I want to do with it. Whatever it is that I want to do with it, I barely can. I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to be depressed. I'm just describing how it all is, man. I'm not crying about it. There's no tears coming out of my eyes, shockingly. There should be, honestly, but I just don't know anymore, people. It's fucking crazy, man. It's like I just say to myself, how much more of this could I take? It's like every day I wake up, I'm like, come on, how much more of this, man? When is it going to be over, And I'm sure everyone here could relate to that. Like, when is it going to just be done for, man? When is this shit going to come to an end? So, Ellie, I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. It's like it's just, winning is impossible here almost. It's just, there's nothing you can try and do to win. You make a lot of good money and you get taxed away. Oh, you made a little over this limit. It's like they just don't want you making money. Or they want to suck all the money that you make out of you, or at least a good portion of it, It's just very fucking confused. It's like I say to myself, what is this shit, bro? Seriously. I was perfectly fine when I didn't exist, when I wasn't born. I have no worries. Well, I didn't know anything. Nothing was nothing. And honestly, nothing, sadly, is better than something, because you're here, and this is now that you exist, this is the shit you literally got to face until you no longer exist again, until you go back into that state of non-existence. Instead of being born, enjoying life, even though, yes, life's going to end at some point for us, but at least be happy while we're here. Just like they always say, enjoy life while you can. Absolutely, I wish I could, but how the fuck do we enjoy life while we can when all we're doing is hustling while we can? We're working while we can. We're trying to make ends meet while we can. And even that's a struggle. I got to do another, it's people that got to work more jobs. This first job's just not enough. It's not making me enough. These bills are just too much. Food, all this, all that. The second job's just maybe helping now. Still not even a good living, but it's helping. It's just a little bit of ends meet living, I guess you could say. This is the big fucking, this is life. This is beauty. This is a gift. I don't see no gift here, man. I just see nothing but stress, headaches, misery, migraines, you name it. I could think of millions of words to say, but a gift. Let's just put it to that. There ain't no gift here. It's just a struggle, a living fucking struggle. It's like leeches. It's like you're just getting the blood sucked out of you. That's what life feels like. Life is a big leech, just sucking the blood right out of you. That's why people are stressed. That's why people age when, let's say they're 30 years old or 40 years old. They look like they're maybe 60 years old because life aged them. The leech sucked the age, increased the age, It's fucking crazy, man. And then people just see nothing wrong with life, or like people like me or whoever else on YouTube that talk about these topics like I do. They look at these people and think we're crazy, we're depressed, we're trying to bring people down. No, I'm just trying to tell people the truth. I'm trying to make people feel more comfortable, because there's so many of us people that feel this way, which how the hell do you not feel this way? This is just common sense. How do you not see it, man? But for those that don't see it, look at us like there's something wrong with us. How do you think we look at you? There's something wrong with you. You think there's something wrong with us? We think there's something extremely wrong with you for not seeing it. I'm not making a video say, let's all just kill ourselves. Let's all just do that. I'm not encouraging anyone to, I'm just describing what this shit is, man. I never say give up. I never say don't follow your dreams. Then I can understand. If I say that, then I can understand people saying you're trying to bring people down. But that's not the scenario. I'm not doing that. If there's something that's making you happy that you're doing, keep doing it. That I will say, It's just what sucks is what makes us happy, it's hard to do, because what makes us unhappy gets in the way of what makes us happy. So in a way, it's the world itself to blame. Not me, not us type of people that are talking about this. It's the world itself to blame. You want to curse at somebody, curse at the world. Don't curse at us. We're just narrating what life's about. I'm just look at this as I'm just a narrator at this point. That's all I am, a life narrator. I'm the life narrator of telling you how fucking garbage this whole society is. Just narrating. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, man. It's like I'm reading a book, and whatever the book's saying, I'm just saying it out of my mouth. Well, why don't talk like that? That's what's in the words, man. Well, same thing with life. Same exact thing. It's just, I don't know what people see about it. I don't know what motivates, I don't know what encouraged people to keep having kids in today's life. That's just something I'll never understand. I have absolutely, and I'm not trying to sound like a total asshole here, I have no respect for people that have kids in today's life. If you're already a parent that did it, I'm not going to criticize you. I'm not going to, curse you out, there were parents that actually came on here and said I was stupid for what I did, and I respect that, at least for them at least admitting it, Again, I don't hate people, but if you're somebody right now that has no kids and you're thinking about and actually go through with having a kid in today's life, I just have no respect for you. It's not that I hate you. It's not that if I see you, I'm going to punch you in the face. Although, who knows? I'm just kidding. But all kidding aside, people, I have no respect for people that have kids in today's life. I don't. I'm not going to beat them up or punch them or yell at them, but I'm just going to say to myself, I can't believe how stupid people are to want to do something like that today. I know friends that are going to be stupid and do something like that. It's to the point where they have a kid. I don't even want to say congratulations on your baby. I don't want to say anything. Because I don't, if I say congratulations, I don't fucking mean it. I'm just maybe saying it just to be a nice friend. But deep down, I'm saying to myself, what an asshole. You see what this shithole is, and you fucking do that. You bring a poor soul into this world. And again, a lot of people say, why do you hate kids so much? I don't hate kids. I don't. They're a lot of work. They're a lot of stress. That I will say. Not saying all of them, but the majority of them. I mean, they all are to some degree, but some are even more wild than others. But I don't hate kids. I just don't want to deal with that responsibility. People can't call me a bad father because I ain't a father. I ain't going to have kids. Once you have a kid and you want nothing to do with the kid, yeah, then you're a piece of shit, you're a bad father. Yeah, people could say those things. But you can't say anything bad about me because I ain't make the mistake. I ain't bring a kid into this world. I don't want to bring a kid into this world. I don't want to suffer with stress, and I don't want the poor kid to suffer with stress. So I'm looking it out for both ways. I don't want it because, it puts stress on you too. It's like, what is, you want to deal with the crying, you want to clean him up, you want to wake up 3 a.m, he's crying at something, he maybe crapped on himself or something. I don't want to deal with that fucking shit. I hate wiping my own ass. Just wiping my own ass, I get skeeved. Let alone I gotta wipe another living thing's ass. I mean, yeah, it's my son or daughter, but still. No, it isn't, because I ain't going through with it. Anyway, guys, I think I am going to wrap it up for now. Want to say thank you for that video request. That was a very good topic. I do appreciate that. If you guys got any more, please leave them down below. And in some point in time, I will try and make them. I don't go in order, just in case people are wondering. I don't go in order. I could sometimes make a video request that was 2 months, 3 months. At some point when I scroll and I finally find it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's do that one now, But I don't go in order. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for now, guys. Love you all. Peace out, and try to hang in there as best as possible. I say this at the end of every video because it's just the truth. It's all we can try and do is just hang in there. I'm trying my very best, It's like a fucking roller coaster. Only thing, it's not a fun roller coaster. It's a tormented roller coaster, I guess you could say. But all right, letting you guys go for now, guys. Love you all. Peace out.